Aloha, and welcome to part 3 of Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and I feel very stupid for not mentioning that in the Aquatic Ruin Zone, one of the badniks that crashes through the wall is Grounder. Grounder from the cartoon Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. He was one of the two main henchmen that Robotnik forced to capture Sonic or whatnot. Scratch and Grounder. How could I not point out Grounder? What the fuck is wrong with me? In the games, he's a color red and not green like in the cartoon, but still, I was fucking Grounder. Look in part 2, Grounder was there. Yeah! And this is Hilltop Zone. I love Hilltop Zone. Oh, I love this loop-to-loop. Boom! I don't know why, as a kid that just always made me happy. You have to curl into a ball as soon as you reach the end of the loop-to-loop, or spin dash the whole way through, and then you plow through the ground, digging into the lava caves. It's fucking awesome. In my hometown, there's actually a Hilltop Street next, like around the block. And every time I see that street, I think of the zone in Sonic the Hedgehog 2, but, I digress. Invincibility can also protect you from lava, so don't be afraid to run on lava as soon as you get this awesome little power-up. Woo! And here we come to the special stage again. You know, it's totally possible to get all 7 Chaos Emeralds in the first zone, Emerald Hill. But, you know, that'd just be boring, recollecting the 50 rings and re-going through the lampposts over and over and over again, so let's not do that. I'm not gonna lie, these special zones are very, very hard, and in order to not bore my audience, in order to make sure I get the Chaos Emeralds very quickly and not make them watch the special stage happen like 3 times, I issued some save states here and there, because I'm playing this on an emulator. And, you know, when I did die, and I do die quite a bit, because these special stages are not easy, if you hit one bomb, you're pretty much guaranteed to have fucked up. I'm serious. It's that anal. If you don't collect that many rings, and you get hit by a bomb, you might as well just say, oh, fuck it, you lost. It is very exact how many rings you need, and how much skill you need, you know? But I digress. I think at some point there's a state-loaded icon in the bottom right I couldn't edit out. So if you saw that, that's why, folks, that's why. I don't know if it was this special stage or the next one coming up, but they're hard, what can I say? At least I have the skill to do it. A pink Chaos Emerald? We'll never see that pink Chaos Emerald ever again. Also, this is my favorite checkpoint ever because watch how far the goal line is. Holy shit! There's not even an enemy to kill you. That special checkpoint is literally only there to get you a Chaos Emerald. I've never died past that point, and I don't know anyone who does, so... Is it even possible? I mean, I know you could backtrack and get yourself killed, but how the fuck... Why make a checkpoint that close to the exit? I don't know. Just seemed kinda odd to me. Another thing I forgot to mention about Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and, about every Sonic game, really. When you're playing as Sonic and Tails, the second player can take control of Tails, and he can actually move around and do whatever the hell he wants as Tails. Now, obviously, the camera's not going to follow Tails, it follows Sonic, but, you know, that's still pretty fucking awesome. It makes it so, like, if my friend is coming over and, you know, he sees me playing Sonic 2, he could just jump in right off the bat, plug in the second controller, and kick ass as Tails with me, taking out Eggman, you know? And that's awesome, it's a 2-player game. The best player should be Sonic, so obviously the camera follows him best, but, you know, Tails is also kind of a cheap guy, because whoever the second player uses Tails, like, he's invincible. He has infinite lives, he could die 10 million times and it won't matter, you know? Sonic could, like, sit in the corner while Tails takes out Eggman, and there's no penalty. Tails doesn't have to lose rings, or he doesn't get killed for, not having rings, you know? Kinda cheap like that, kinda cheap. But it's not just Sonic 2, folks. Every Sonic game does this. Sonic 3, you can play as Sonic and Tails. You can control Tails with a second player. In Sonic Adventure for the Dreamcast/GameCube, at some points Tails follows Sonic during the many levels. You can control Tails with the second controller. Shadow the Hedgehog. Shadow has so many different allies he can converse with, like Sonic, or Vector, or Knuckles, or whoever, and the second player can control him. Though the second player can't control Eggman or Black Doom, but we're getting ahead of ourselves now. So yeah, they have this little sidekick function where the second player can be that sidekick, and I always thought that was fucking awesome. If you ever see a Sonic game where there's a guy following you, chances are the second player can play him. And that is just fucking awesome! Cool! Because again, these later special stages are pretty goddamn hard. Bombs will just sneak up out of nowhere and just rob you of your rings when you're least expecting it. And believe me, that's a pain in the ass. I have gotten the Chaos Emeralds without save stating before. I've played this game enough times that I've memorized how the rings move. But you know, even memorizing the rings doesn't exactly guarantee success. Just because you know where they're going to be doesn't mean you're going to run into them. It takes a lot of skill to make sure you run into those rings correctly. Skill I cannot afford to waste on this LP. It's bad enough I died to the first boss. I'm not making anything worse. Never again! Speaking of bosses with no rings, here's Eggman again, popping out of the lava. He has a flamethrower he'll occasionally shoot, and then he goes back in the fire, shooting 2 fireballs to burn the ground on the sides of him. And he just keeps going back and forth between lava pools, and it's a fairly easy battle. Just keep jumping on his head, make sure you don't fall in the lava or get hit by his flamethrowers, and you should be pretty good. Yeah! I love fucking Mystic Cave. The music here is just happening. So happening. Also, I want to address something real quickly because so many people have been asking about this, and I'm tired of having to clarify and answer it. Yes, I'm doing Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Jesus. That's the only way to play that game. If you play Sonic 3 or Sonic and Knuckles separately, you're not playing the full experience. You're not playing the way the game was designed. God damn it, people. I'm a huge Sonic fan. Why wouldn't I play them together? What the fuck is wrong with you? But I digress. See, if I didn't save state in these special stages, you'd have to watch this a lot more often. We're on the sixth Chaos Emeralds, so we only have 2 to go. But I would have fucked this up like 5 times, you know? And then we'd have to do 5 more special stages, and they go on for quite a long time. I don't think you want to watch me do that. Granted, I did save state it in a way that I did the whole run in one sitting. Like, it's not like as soon as the checkpoint goes, cool, I save stated. No, I went the whole distance. So, you know, this is skill, folks. I may be using save states, but I'm still being skillful at this game. Because, you know, I'm cool like that. I'm as cool as the earth is blue. Wow, it's hard to come up with commentary for these awfully boring special stages. Well, it's not that the special stages are boring, it's just, you know, we've seen it like 6 times now. What can I say? You know what to look at. I could talk about how much I love Sonic the Hedgehog 2, but really I'm doing that all LP now, aren't I? I mentioned that you can play the second controller as Tails. There is a 2-player mode in the game where you can race each other, but I'm going to be showing that in an extra video because there are 3 different endings to this game depending on which character you're playing and whether you got the Chaos Emeralds or not. So I'll be showing off the alternate 2 endings when I finish the LP. It'll be an extra video and it'll be glorious. We got 6, but there's 7 now, so we have 1 more to go, and we'll probably get it in part 4. See you then.